Hello, and welcome back to Cardano Coin, where we bring you the most recent and intriguing ADA news. We're giving away 1,000 ADA to those who are watching. All you have to do is upvote, subscribe, comment, Cardano is king, and watch the video to the end to be eligible. The winners will be picked next month and publicized on the community page of the channel. With Bitcoin, riches have been created since the beginning and have frequently been lost overnight or very near to it. But let's be clear about this. The biggest cryptocurrency by market cap hasn't managed to avoid the Tennessee trap of reaching startling highs that are always followed by devastating lows more than 10 years after it first emerged from the internet's shadows. Cardano ADA, a third-generation cryptocurrency, has followed in the footsteps of Bitcoin by treating its users how two close neighbors treat one another when they learn the other has an infectious chronic illness. Cardano shared the same opinion. Many investors maintain a distance from cryptocurrencies, and no amount of encouragement or positive predictions could persuade them otherwise. Of all, everyone is wired to choose what suits them best, and for some people, Cardano wasn't the ideal choice. Even the trust of seasoned investors was shaken when Bitcoin became entangled in the same web. Some analysts even made problems worse by making predictions that were too short-sighted and rude. A well-known cryptocurrency analyst predicted the collapse of Bitcoin in November 2022, predicting that the cryptocurrency king was probably headed for a new bear market. Rallies in the cryptocurrency markets, according to the anonymous expert Capo, are tactics used to ensnare bulls, he told his Twitter followers. I see technicals looking at the terrible Bitcoin's price below June's low indications, bearish funding resets, similar bull traps as always, but much weaker people falling for them. Comments like you are going to miss the train. He tweeted, looking at Bitcoin, Kappa was persuaded that a decline to the lower levels will occur in the near future, so this is really not over complete capitulation. Another tweet he shared stated that Bitcoin might fall to between $12,000 and $14,000. The cryptocurrency strategist quickly added the chart to bolster his bearish thesis, showing that Bitcoin has changed from support at $17,600 to resistance. He emphasizes that a graphic is worth 1,000 words, and that if Bitcoin reached his capitulation objective between 12,000 and 14,000, it would spark a strong comeback. He shifted his focus to Cardano ADA and emphasized that it will ultimately fall between 16 and 20 cents. The same time frame, Jason Zeno, a well-known analyst and trader, urges caution on Cardano ADA, warning his YouTube fans that until it consolidates above the present price, Cardano might go much deeper than the 22-month low it touched earlier in October. We achieved exactly 33 cents so far in the final capitulation zone, which was here, between 17 and 33 cents. In the absence of ADA regaining control over these prior support areas, which are currently trading between 40 and 41 cents, consolidating above these levels, and then attempting to break out of the downtrend of the logarithmic bear market. He said, I'm looking further down. In fact, Cardano ADA had its worst years in 2022, and he even made a valiant effort to start making amends for his 30s drop in July of that year. The experience with Bitcoins, particularly in 2013, was far more unsettling. When Bitcoin plummeted, it disappointed those who had high hopes for it as a potential investment vehicle or alternative global currency. The cryptocurrency captured people's interest, but its price dropped from a stated $1,200 per coin to under $600. Back then, if you were an investor who was ecstatic about Bitcoin displacing gold as a storehouse of value, you would be held primarily responsible for your perceptions. Much of the discussion was sparked by the peak Bitcoin price of $1,200, which was regarded as being on par with or even exceeding the price of gold. That was obviously ludicrous. The Chinese central bank's warning against using Bitcoin as legal cash, together with its statement that they were free to conduct Bitcoin transactions at their own risk, were the direct causes of the Bitcoin crisis. The response of the Bitcoin market supports what an athlete economist from Stanford remarked. She asserted that Bitcoin's worth resides in its potential to speed up transactions. Simply said, the more transactions one can do using Bitcoin, the higher the price. Following the Chinese government declaration, confidence in Bitcoin fell to an all-time low, as in its past dealing with the currency was equally unpredictable. Its main exchange, Mint, Gox, was the target of numerous hacking attempts, and InstaWallet, a well-liked service for storing Bitcoin, was shut down following a hack. About Bitcoin, several financial professionals had issued warning. A seasoned stockbroker likened the popularity of Bitcoin to the tulip frenzy that caused the financial crisis in the 17th century. But by that point, interest in the currency had died down, and it was challenging to persuade individuals to reverse course. Someone handed away thousands of dollars worth of Bitcoin on Reddit, which started Bitcoin's wild ride. According to Business Insider, the Reddit user known as Bitcoin Billionaire had given away Bitcoins worth a total of $13,627 to other users. A remark from former presidential candidate Ron Paul serves as the mystery donor's closing statement. After their losses, the majority of investors took a big breath. The cynical invested in cryptocurrencies out of sheer desperation, while the tenacious persisted. Bitcoin supporters predicted it will surely see another spike in value as well as a subsequent decline. The volatility, to which there is no end in sight, is the unavoidable inevitable. Everyone thought of Bitcoin as a game changer, a moniker it shared with Cardano ADA, and many investors did so based on emotions and a limited knowledge of concepts like blockchain technology. However, Bitcoin was victimized by criminal hacks, exchange closures, scams, Ponzi schemes, and most frequently inconsistent government regulation. The cryptocurrency that I made investors cry, wallow in sadness, and lay so many faces with joy, although it faced severe tumbles after 2013, its streaming benefits remain mind-blowing, and every time flux of investors who are already anxious about these factors flip for safer and more from them. Pastures. The past of Bitcoin has already provided us with a glimpse into the future of Cardano, which is undoubtedly a future worth anticipating. During August 2022, Charles Hoskinson, the founder of Cardano, talked on another terrible red day in the markets, which he attributed to the Fed. In his hawkish address in Jackson Hole, Jerome Powell quoted from a KBC story saying, "We are witnessing what years ago, Ron Paul stated that the Fed had two choices. Either kill the economy by raising interest rates for everyone or destroy the currency by inflating it." Just in case you don't recall this event, the markets crashed after Fed Chairman Jerome Powell pledged that the institution will employ all available means to fight inflation, which was at its highest point. In his yearly policy address at Jackson Hole, Powell would stress that the higher interest rates were expected to persist for some time, and that historical precedent strongly cautions against hasty policy easing. Even though there were signs that inflation may have peaked at the time of these statements, a decline was not yet evident. The Fed won't be influenced by a month's worth of data, as Powell said. Cryptocurrencies, the founder of Cardano said, offer a way out of this lunacy. The monetary policy cannot be trusted to central banks. They support the political system and have written blank checks to successive generations of politicians, which we now have to pay back because things will get worse before they get better. How language may more than 80 of Bitcoin dropped, bringing down the whole cryptocurrency market with it. The market attitude became very pessimistic as the top cryptocurrencies erased all of their gains. Cardano ADA had the same destiny as Bitcoin, which also saw a 1 decline. This is further evidence that a variety of factors affect price volatility and value decline. The CEO of Galaxy Digital, Mike Novogratz, stated that the outlook for cryptocurrencies is neither excellent nor terrible during a recent interview with CBC. The future of cryptocurrency isn't wonderful, but it's also not terrible. Prior to the regulatory headwinds, people were going to cut costs and make it through the changeover time. And he feels that the price of Bitcoin Ethereum remained stable, despite the negative news earlier this week that encouraged traders to liquidate their positions, leading Floyd Novogratz to refer to the market as being clean. It's a rather clean market right now, he continued, taking a deeper look. According to Novogratz, 2023 will be a pivotal year for the continuation and future growth of cryptocurrency. However, there are still certain problems with Gemini and Genesis that could make the crypto market difficult to navigate in the first half of 2023, and the cryptocurrency billionaire acknowledged that he would not succeed. Galaxy Digital suffered a great deal from the bear market, just like other crypto communities, but Novogratz pointed out that his business has been aggressively investing in infrastructure to weather the crypto storms, and Cardano is presently doing the same. Despite any potential difficulties, 2023 will be a wonderful year for cryptocurrencies, particularly Cardano ADA. The network has so far been open about its flaws and compared itself to Bitcoin in 2013. Cardano is indeed expected to climb. Of course, what do you think about this? Comment below with your thoughts and let us know. In the following video, we'll see you. Watch our other videos to see how Cardano is living up to the promise of being the Ethereum killer. But before that, be sure to always click the subscribe notification buttons